here what is the start of the surrounding building on the north side, and it tells us concrete tilt-up building. And the more we interrogate it, the more we realise that there's enough information here to build it. It tells us top of wall 29,800. Okay, so we already know that our AHD is at 0, and here it tells us top of wall 29,800. So if we were to draw a slab from the ground floor, from AHD, 29,800 high, and put it there, that would act as a surrounding building for us, because all we need is box. So let's do that. So I'm going to work this time, I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to work off AHD. So I go into the slab tool, and I'll change that to 29,800. And notice here that the home story is 0, so that number is correct, or it's relevant. One thing I would change, however, is in the layers, because it's not a slab anymore. I want it to be a surrounding building. Do we have any layers here called surrounding buildings? Site? No. So we don't. Alright. Well, what that means is we're going to go out of that, document, layers, layer settings, and I'm going to make another new layer. And I'm going to type in a 1, I'm going to say issue surrounding buildings, press OK, and it comes up right at the top of the list, press OK, and then go back into the slab tool and change the layer here for surrounding buildings, put the number back in to 9,800, and I might give it a colour this time. And the colour that I use for my surrounding buildings is red. Yeah, oh, not really, but red's good because we've got a green side. Red. No, comrade, red is good. So I'm going to click here.
There's a nice cardboard material.
Click there, and hopefully I'll build a surrounding building. Let's see whether, ooh, that's in the wrong spot. I always make this mistake. Ooh. Now the problem is, and none of you picked this up, I'll show you what the problem is. Here.
No, switch your reference line.
Reference point.
Yeah,
What?
reference line.
Oh, that.
Switch it.
Yeah. But then, okay,
Seems
try
like
that.
the way.
Yeah, alright. Can do that. So now, that's our surrounding building. This is our site. Away you go. Let's build another one of these little buildings here while we're at it. This one, what information do we have? Top of wall, 30 metres, 200 approximately. Well, that's good. So I can go back to my slab. I've already made a new layer. Let's change the reference line to that. 30200. Press OK. Click there. Click there. There's the next one. The last one. Top of wall 30620. So again, go to here. Change that to 620. And notice also that the surveyor has only gone so many metres into the surrounding sites. The reality is these buildings are much wider. They're not little slivers, they're actually quite deep. Let's look at it now in elevation from the front and see what we've got. And so that's the surrounding building on the left, surrounding building on the right, surrounding building at the back. And let's do something now with that 3D. notice that we've got shadows happening now, which is exactly what we wanted to do. I'm going to change this back to soft ridges because I don't want to see all of those lines getting in the way. And you can see pretty clearly that these shadows casting across our site are something that we can either work with or work against. Okay? Let's just change those shadows now. Document, creative imaging, create sun study. And let's change it to, I'm going to go to June 21 and I want to look at lunchtime. So let's go to 12 o'clock. Yep, that's about right. With the shadow going across there. The nice thing about the shadows in Archicad is that if I reset this view, this time without a perspective, into a top view only, like this. Notice that I'm looking at it in a plan view, but I'm in the 3D window and I'm in a square view. It's not a perspective. So if I find a shadow here, what I want to do is this view, 3D options. I'm in that top view, more sun. I'm going to tell it June 21 at 12 o'clock noon. Show me the shadow, please. Notice here, north has already been set. If we hadn't set it already, we could have. And with project location, it's already set for Sydney as well, if we hadn't done it already. So I've reset the sun, hopefully. Yep, 12 o'clock. And that is our shadow at lunchtime on the shortest day. And notice how this building to the north here comes almost halfway across our site. Now that's something that we might be able to use when we're designing our building. It might be a good place to put cars. We know very definitely from the DCP that a couple of metres of that has to be a landscape garden, remember? Yeah. Also, we know that a couple of metres at the back has to be landscape garden. Let's compare the shadows, shall we, with December 21. So we go to view, 3D view options, 3D projection settings, more sun. Let's just change that to December. And straight away you see how little shadow there is. So that should help you in some respects in designing possibly a more solar orientated building, which is what I'm hoping we'll do. If we want to design sustainable buildings, the first thing that we have to do